Hello, and welcome back to the Bay of Sins. A bit of a later stream today, because I woke up late. Because my sleeping pattern's terrible. Hooray! Anyway, we're doing interiors for these fucks. I don't know why I decided to call them that, but I did. Holy shit, I haven't even done a floor. God damn it. Good. Alright, what are these? Orders. Good. Alright. Let's see if we can find, I don't know if I want us to have doors. Good. Man, if these are medium doors, then the small ones presumably are smaller. But what fits on here? There aren't any large. You know what? There are no doors. There aren't doors on these. Don't worry about it. It's fine. What am I looking for? I'm looking for static. Now, we want some kind of flow. Perfect. I had put these down already, but clearly not. So, there we go. Good. There's a lot of warning noises. I don't know if you picked that up over the music from my headphones. Thanks for the warnings, creation kit. Good. I don't know if I want to try and put that lower, or if I'm okay with it there. I think it's fine. I think it's fine because I'm feeling real tired, and I don't wanna do anything particularly involved. I mean, you could argue that lowering that a little bit more is not particularly involved, and you know, you'd probably be right. But there it is. There it is. Oh, we're listening to Mega Drive again, which is fantastic. I really like Mega Drive. How good this is staying now. Why? Why all the warnings? I think what really annoys me about the little warning pop-up that we get every now and then is that it like deselects the render window. So when I'm holding down a hotkey or something, while the render window still seems to function, I get a million warning noises. And that's good. That's great. Still, it makes me happy that I have audio routing set up because, you know, for the four of you watching this, you don't have to put up with the warning noises. So that's good. So I think I talked a little bit about what my plans for these buildings were. And those plans have remained unchanged because I have not thought about it since I said those things. I still want to very much have this be a sort of workspace / office, which I'm sure Matilda will complain about, like, ad nauseum. Which is good. Fucking grand. Is that happening on this side too? I know it's not. The rage I feel in my heart is actually not that great because I'm not really feeling a lot at the moment. I'm just feeling tired. Alright. I guess we're going. Whoops, off sunglasses. Off grid. You know, I think if I could bring back a dead meme, it would be the CSI meme. That said, maybe it's not dead. I don't have a lot of contact with the outside world anymore. I live in a fortified bunker, and, you know, I rarely go outside. Although, that said, since memes are prevalent on the internet rather than outside, I don't know why that means that I don't see a lot of memes. But it does, just trust me. My computer's outside, that's what it is. There we go. I'm in a forest just now. Don't worry about it. sure I've seen a picture of somebody using a computer in a forest. And that seems like a very peaceful setting. You know, until it gets dark, and then... shit. Oh no, it's floating. Part of me wants to say, but this one goes, this floor goes underground, so it's fine, it'll look okay. And you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? And fuck it, that's fine. Let's just get back a little bit. I know this is gonna fuck me over. I know it is. God damn it. Just wanted to fit. Oh god, I haven't even looked at the sides yet. Sides are actually not too bad. Although I think they're gonna have the same problem. Because this now looks okay, but this side will be fucked. Hooray! God damn it. Right, maybe if we shrink it down just a little bit, nobody will notice. And if any of you notice, I swear to God, my Jimmy... Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. I was gonna say that my Jimmies would be rustled, and they would be, but, it doesn't matter, because I forgot that it shrinks all of them individually instead of as a group. So, never mind. Never mind. I think I'm gonna have to either decide to live with it or spend the rest of the stream trying to fix the floor. Vote now. Anyway, you know what? Let's just fucking deal with it. That's fine. The reason the floor is like this is because of bad contractors. Yep, that's what it is. That's 100% confirmed. Sure. That's the lore reason. I mean, I'm trying to explain why the floor might be terrible in game. You know what? Just, we'll cover it up with some stairs. No one will notice. It'll be fine. And you might say, why would you need stairs? And I would say, because the floor is skewed. It's because we made a mistake and we don't want anyone to see. The lore reason is so that power armor people can't get in. They're like Daleks. If you've run upstairs in power armor, what actually happened was Todd Howard appeared behind you and knocked you out with a shoe. And then you magically teleported up the stairs and, you know, you came around with no memory of the shoe. And, you know, just assumed that you had run up the stairs, as you naturally would. I mean, if Todd Howard came into my house and knocked me out with a shoe, I never wear power armor, and knocked me out with a shoe, I would think I had run up some stairs too. That would be just a much more sensible and logical conclusion to come to. So I can't blame any of you if you've had that experience. But that's what actually happened. And you might be saying, Jojosh, that seems like a bit of a leap. I'm not sure if I really believe that. And, you know, I can't say that I blame you, because it does sound highly improbable. But, sometimes the truth is scary, and it's okay if instead you want to take comfort in a lie. Alright, what am I doing? I'm still trying to fix this fucking floor. God damn it. I don't know why I'm trying to do, like, copy what I've got over there, because it'll look pretty much the same. But fuck it, whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That's actually why fusion cores are in the game. It's so that, you know, you can't just run around in power armor all the time, so that Todd Howard has to be, you know, like, batting people with shoes all the time. Could you imagine that kind of workload? Jeez. Alright, and don't any of you talk to me about console commands. The modded saves are there so that Todd Howard doesn't have to do anything with the mods, you know. It's a brilliant plan, though, because then when you find out that you can't run upstairs in power armor, you assume that it's a mod you installed. the perfect cover. Right, now what I really want is a big fucking boat in here. I just want a giant boat. Is that so much to ask? Alright, boat, go! We'll put an oil tanker in here. No, we won't. That's a lie. This is probably too big. Maybe if we... Oh no, I can't scale it down. Fucking... You might be thinking, why can't you scale it down? It's because there are these doorways here, and if I scale them down, people will think the boat was built from midgets. Which is a reasonable assumption to come to. Alright, This one? I mean, this is the kind that we have out on the bay, and it was the one that I originally wanted in here. Although, looking at the entrance, I'm now questioning that, and I'm thinking, you know, I don't think this fits. I wonder if I could remove this doorway without anything looking weird. I'm gonna go ahead and say things are gonna look weird. Oh my yes. Does that look too bad? Can I get away with that? I can't get away with that. Look at this bullshit. Now, of course, comes the part where I try to look for some kind of cap that only covers this here, and I fail miserably. So, you know, buckle in for that. I'd say it's going to have a lot of swearing and things, but I'm not really that impassioned. I'm not that impassioned, sure. Couldn't have said passionate. I'm not that passionate about it. Oh dear. Alright. Roof, maybe? Do you have a roof cap? Roof edging. Oh, that sounds dirty. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe? No. Of course not. And what are you? Unhelpful, I see. Actually, is that unhelpful or is that okay? It's just too big. Any of you want to turn that into a clip and use that for whatever purposes you might want, feel free. Anyway. Just don't see this right. Yeah, no, it'll be fine, don't worry. God damn it. Oh, I've just noticed this as well. Sure, why not? Oh, I've clicked this. Now we get to find... Oh, okay, no, that's fine. I was honestly expecting the gag to shit itself. But room bounds are fine, because we can't even see those. Alright, I guess I'm either going to have a small boat with various problems, or I'm going to have to get like a rowboat or something in here. Yes, and this is the rowboat that we've been working on. It's experimental project, but that's the plan. It'll be fine. What is this? What happened to my voice? Right. I didn't even know we got these. Where were these when I was putting the bay together? Fucking goddammit. Sure, it was only the red and black ones. Oh well. This looks ideal, actually. I would love to have this one be the one, you know, where I know for the... How much would I have to scale this down? I would have to scale it down this much, which is actually exactly the kind of size I was thinking of. But then there's this. Part of me thinks that's maybe okay. But I know that part of me's lying. Maybe I can scale it up a little bit more. Oh, I still want this to work. Of course, you know, while I'm contemplating all this, I don't think I've actually found a thing to rest the boat on. They probably have specific names that I should have looked up before I attempted this, but I didn't, so to be fair, Bethesda probably didn't either if they included them. So it'll be fine. What's that? That's okay. Make down a bit, maybe. Can I get away with this? You know, if we never let the player up here, they won't realize that this door is too small. So, that is the plan. Let's compare it to a chair. Because, in my mind, a chair is like half the height of a person. So, we can just, you know, stack a couple of chairs on top of each other and we'll see how big this doorway actually is. That makes sense. Don't question it. It's fine. Alright, where are my chairs? Let's do this chair. Look, it's a poorly made boat, okay? You have to duck down into the cabin. Oh god, what a mess. Alright. Let me see if there are other boats. But for the time being, we'll leave that one there. Let's see if that's fine. Boat DF. Good. See, when you're in the window, you press D to deselect everything, and then you press Shift F to free your camera, because when you click on things, your camera centers on them. Static. This is me, still pretending to kind of be teaching things in these streams. The lifeboat's gonna be too small. Swan boat, perfect, perfect. We're done. Fuck yes. I'm gonna put this in the corner. I'm gonna put this like on a shelf somewhere in here. If you can find it, I mean, you'll have found a swan boat, and you'll think, oh neat. Or you won't, you'll think, why is that there? What an odd decision. And you know what? I respect that. That's fair. Well, it was kind of an odd decision. Boat model, do you want to just scale this up? Perfect. Alright. I guess we're gonna keep this here then. And I'm gonna have to try and figure out what some kind of boat hoisting system would be called. Boat hoisting? Come on. Alright, before we get onto the boat hoisting, because that's what we're doing. Oh, you know what? We might use vault walkways. Maybe. We'll see. Walkways are probably going to come into play, though. But before we do that, let's do things that we're familiar with, which is putting down a chair and a table. Oh, dear. Alright. I think I need a really shitty chair. One that obviously isn't, you know, very prevalent in the Bay of Sins. So, of course, we'll go with the rare, very rarely seen high-tech office chair. Perfect. See, the joke is that these are fucking everywhere. It doesn't really matter if it's common or not. I don't think there's any reason why they would have a special chair. And this is the special chair, where only the chosen may sit. You have to pass through the, you have to answer the riddle of steel correctly to sit there. Alright, curved end, you say? Perfect. I'm still waiting for someone to get angry about me doing that. Alright, let me see. How do you feel about Clargest and that's no desk. Why did I think that would be a desk? I thought that would be a desk because I'm really tired. Why am I looking in static? 5 minutes later, I realized my mistake. Okay. Bernard, yep, that's what, okay, here we go. Why did that take me so long? Alright, yeah, let's do this one. I like the beige one because it looks reasonably clean. I don't know, maybe beige hides stains well. Or maybe the guys who made the texture for the beige one were like, no, let's not fuck this one up as badly as the others. It'll be fine. And if that was the case, thanks guys. It does look less fucked up. Alright, so I mean, I guess this is done now. No. Right. I also want shelves. I want so many fucking, like, the rusty metal shelves I want just so many of those. There's just gonna be so much junk on them. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna run out of junk halfway through, and I'm gonna be like, what do I do? What goes on here? And then, you know, that's when we'll ask somebody who knows how to do 3D modeling to make us more junk to put on the shelves. And that, you know, that'll delay the mod release time by about 2 years. So I hope you guys are ready for that wait. It'll be worth it, I promise. These are the shelves. These are the shelves. Yes, good. Watch as I can't quite reach the delete button and instead press enter. Right. What I would like... I was hoping that I could have a shelf that was, you know, already assembled. Call me crazy. But I don't think that is there. Why? 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 Can we just stop for a second? Why is this a part of the kit for building the shelf? Why are the shelves just not rounded? Now that I've said that, well, as soon as I asked why, I was like, so you can add them on horizontally, you fucking idiot. And then I was like, oh. But now that I've gone on this rant, damn it, I'm gonna stick. No, I understand why. I'm glad that I called, you know, a lot of attention to that and failed massively. Good. Perfect. Alright, now, my mind is saying, let's put it here, because that's where the line is, and the rest of me is saying, why on earth would it measure up to there? Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. And it doesn't, so never mind about that. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is put these shelves down first, and sincerely hope that the grid that I'm on will not fuck up shelf, but oh, it doesn't. Yay! Hooray! I think that's probably long enough. Should you think that's long enough? Should we add more? That's excessively long, but sure. Possibly what will end up happening is that later on I will replace these with 2 separate shelves or something, because I think that would... You know what? Forget, like, we're gonna do that now. These are ridiculously big. Again, if you want to make that into a voice clip and use it for whatever purposes, feel free. Okay. Now to figure out spacing. My worst trait. Spacing is, of course, weak to water types. I mean, that joke didn't even make sense to me, so... Does that look like a good distance? I think that's alright. So that's a distance of 9 movements of my mouse. Good. I think that's actually a distance of, like... I want to say it's a distance of 72 game units, but I don't know if that's true. But don't quote me on that. I think 3 shelves is enough. So let's move these over. Now, I cannot help feeling that the distance between these two is different from the distance between these two, even though it's the same. So that's gonna bug me for the rest of the stream. Hopefully it won't annoy you, because it's not actually a thing, it's just in my head. Hopefully you're sitting there thinking, no, that's the same distance, because it is. But my head has decided, nah. Good. Oh, I could have gotten a half length. Ellen, you live and you learn. Oh, you live and you learn, even though I didn't want a half length, but you know, whatever. There we go. We probably just need 2 of these, which is nice. There we go. That looks acceptable. You know what I should have done? I should have just built one of these and then copied the whole thing and put it over instead of deciding to build 2 at the same time. Well, that was a mistake. Learn from my mistakes. If you're building 2 shelves, just build one of them and then copy and paste the other one. Alright, where are my ends? Here are my ends. Good. Now, this is the part of the stream where nothing fits quite. God damn it. This is the part of the stream where we'll you know, turn to the left and it'll turn out that everything is not aligned how it appears to be. And I'll have accidentally made one of those art pieces where if you look at it from like one angle, it's like a duck or something. But if you look at it from any other angle, it's just like random shapes and shit. And that's what's going to happen, and it's going to really, really annoy me, because I just want a shelf no matter what angle I'm looking at it. These still don't line up, do they? Oh no, they do. Kind of. Not really. Look, it's the post-apocalypse. We can't have our fucking shelf ends lining up here. God damn. Alright. Now that we've got you, let's haste and just rotate that over there. Good. And now to put them on the other shelf. You know, on the bright side though, I think I just selected something that is not the shelf. So there's gonna be, like over here somewhere, there'll be a rock that's now been duplicated and moved over here. If you find that rock, you know, tell me, and I'll put a sword in it. Put a sword in it, and it will have terrible stats, but it will allow you to rule Britain, so, you know. It'll also be unbreakable. Or was, no. I can't remember if Excalibur was breakable or not. Also, that wouldn't be Excalibur. Although, this is a lake, kind of. This is where we're gonna sit down and talk about Excalibur versus the Sword in the Stone. Enjoy. The Sword in the Stone was, as I understand it, an ordinary sword. It wasn't Excalibur. King Arthur gets Excalibur from... I can't even remember the context for why he's talking to a lady in the lake, but he is, and she throws a sword at him. Actually, I think she gives it to him, but that's what happens, and that's Excalibur. I'm fairly sure that I'm reasonably sure he probably got the sword out of the stone, showed it to someone, and then they threw it away. They were like, "Well, that settles that." No. Now, what the fuck am I doing? Oh my god, filing cabinets, yes. So many filing cabinets. So, you know, if you didn't know that about the Sword in the Stone versus Excalibur, feel free to go Google it, because frankly, I wouldn't trust anything I say, but it's true. Oh, we could have different filing cabinets in here, and I could also just not make this mod. You know, because I'm obviously gonna make the mod. I'm not gonna do the different filing cabinets. No, they're called file cabinets, aren't they? That says Philly. Good. This one? This one is okay. And if you did know that about the difference between those two swords, sorry for boring you. I apologize. I was playing something recently that mixed them up. Or I feel like it was recently. It may not have been. It may have been quite a while ago. And I remember being really angry about that. I think I was angry because it doesn't take a lot of work to check that. Why can I not select this filing cabinet? This filing cabinet is merely in your imagination. It doesn't exist. Anyway, I think I want to just move these forward a little bit, and just not worry about this piece of wood. This thing. I really want to make this desk kind of hard to find. I'll make it be surrounded by filing cabinets and things. Can we put some short filing cabinets under there? That would be neat. Oh, excuse me. Let me see now. What are you? You are Although now that I've said that, I'm gonna put you in anyway. Yeah. So that's sticking out the back. Oh yes, yes we can. Alright. Now I want some short filing cabinets under here. Now you might be thinking, how is it that the graveyard only has like 4 graves in it, yet there are this many filing cabinets in your mod? And the answer is... I don't know. I don't know, I guess just bureaucracy. They constructed the Island Society based on Law and Order. And I've never seen that show, but I assume there's a lot of paperwork in it. They've seen it, and they seem to think that paperwork is the way to go. So, I mean, you know, just put 2 and 2 together there. These all look far too uniform. God damn it. Maybe we can mask that with some... No, we can't. Nah, no. Never mind. You might say, don't these look uniform? And I would say, yeah, but they don't all have the same drawer open for no reason. Actually, putting filing cabinets under here makes no sense. How the hell would you use them? Alright, forget that. I think we'll just put large, like, engine blocks and stuff down here. Engine blocks are a thing in this game, aren't they? I'm sure they are. And then I found out they weren't. Oh, we could put some super sludges in here. This seems like the kind of place that would have super sludges. I don't know, call me crazy. I insist. I don't want to. Right, I don't want to do clutter because that's part of the decoration. Anyway, I don't want to do clutter right now. And you might say, aren't the filing cabinets clutter? I would say, kind of, maybe. They're large pieces of clutter though that I can just kind of stick in and not worry about. I still need to. I think we'll leave this alone. I still need to put something holding this up, some kind of winch or support or boat hook. No, not a boat hook, that's a different thing. Now listen as I think about what a boat hook is and where I've heard that term before. I'm sure it's not an anchor, but I'm not gonna go into it right. Why am I talking about this? Winch! Great, perfect. Alright, that's, I clearly don't know what a winch is. Also not too helpful. I mean, we could put it on here, though. Wouldn't that be neat? Shrink it down a bit and have it on there? That's the wrong one. Let me watch as I put the same part into the game over and over, and then just delete it. Do we like that? Do we like that? Well, let's not start. Well, unfortunately, I shouldn't type in support. I know, right, I'm gonna type in support and then just close my eyes and open them to like 50 million. Never mind, that's not as many as I was expecting. I was expecting the cutoff for this to be like here. Alright, crane support maybe? How do you feel about this? Please have a crossbar. Please have a crossbar. I think that can go in. If any of you want to tell me that I'm using the word crossbar incorrectly, please feel free, because part of me thinks it's a specific thing. And you know, I love it when people prove me wrong. That's not true. I hate that a lot. You can do it. I won't stop you. Maybe we should just get, this sounds hopeful. Oh, this is specifically for Liberty. Right. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's a thing in this game. Still, I guess we could put it in there. If anybody questions why these are here or what these actually do for the boat construction process, they are magical. They just help. Look, you need a couple of these random sticks, alright? Just trust me on this. Oh, god damn it. And what are these? This is gonna be very... Oh, these look better, actually. Maybe we could put these in too. Maybe this isn't for Liberty Prime, actually. I don't remember these being on that large platform. But maybe I have misremembered. Or forgotten. Or an assortment of other things. Now, what you have to believe when you come in here, this is very much focused on the power of belief. When you come in here, you need to believe that this boat is held by invisible strings. You know, hold it, because, I mean, how else would it balance like this? Crazy if you think there are invisible strings somewhere. Obviously, come on. What's this? Metal add support 01. I think this is for a bridge, maybe? He says, could be for, I don't know why I'm trying to figure out what it doesn't help us. It doesn't help me, but I'm still gonna sit here and be like, oh, I wonder what that's for. Powerlift mini gantry supports 01. This isn't for, ooh, that'll work though. But no, this definitely isn't for Liberty Prime. Never mind. The reason I thought it was for Liberty Prime is because I can't even remember who tells you. I think it's Proctor Tegan? The one without legs. Asks you if you've noticed that they're building a gantry or something. And I'm just sitting there thinking, you know, I cannot wait to betray you and kill everyone here. But, never mind. I'm not an Institute player, don't worry. Or maybe I am. Now watch as I just do this, trying to figure out if that's even. I feel like it's even, but then I also do. Yeah, fuck it, it's even. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Someone is gonna come in. Someone with knowledge of these things is gonna come in and be like, what the fuck is going on here? And my response is gonna be something like, I don't know. That's fine. I look forward to that. Maybe they'll come in and they'll be like, here's how you fix that. And I'll be like, oh, okay, now makes sense. Why am I looking at shack supports? Yes, and we need some shack supports. Good. Right, then again, maybe we could put in a couple of wooden supports that have been added in sort of post-war. I think the actual thing for fixing boats, that doesn't make any sense to be there pre-war. Ah, shit. Look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about whether it was built post or pre-war. It's there now. It's a part of the lore. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna hope that that's fine. And that no one's gonna come along and be like, this doesn't make any sense at all. If you come along and you look at this and you say, this doesn't make any sense at all, and you don't have any, like, way to support that claim, thanks for watching the stream, I guess. If you come in and you say, this doesn't make any sense at all, and you know why it doesn't make sense, tell me, and I'll try and fix it. Anyway, what else do we want to put down here? I feel like I should have some kind of block. No, I shouldn't. I was gonna say I was wondering if I should have some kind of like barrier here or something, but I shouldn't, because I would imagine that this would be hoisted up magically by the invisible strings, and people would go and work on the underside. So never mind. Also, if anyone points out that this is the only boat like this in the entire Bay of Sins, I'll be a little bit angry. I won't. It's fine. It's an experimental boat. It's going to change the way we fish. Wonder if wonder if later on I could set up some kind of artillery on some of the boats and have them assault the bay. That doesn't make any sense, but I mean, you know, it would be cool though. Actually, I suppose it would be possible to do some kind of naval battle. Because we have all these cool scripting functions. They're still not as good as Fallen Vegas. Anyway, what am I doing over here? What? I honestly want to just put random shit on the ground over here. I kind of want to keep this area clear. Like this, is this right in the, oh, it's not, that's good. I can actually sort of, these 4 squares I kind of want to leave clear and just put like a load of random bullshit there that would be put on the boat, theoretically. Obviously it won't because I don't know anything about 3D modeling. But yeah. I don't know what I want to put in the other places though. In the others. Huh. What should I put here? I don't know. What is this? A workspace? So I don't know. How about workbenches? Does anybody object to random workbenches? Which apparently are furniture instead of activators, because you know that makes just so much sense. That's clearly. Yep. I think a chemistry workbench will make sense here. And you might think, no, it won't, and you might be right. There's a good chance that that is not incorrect. Ugh. I'm looking at the time, and I'm surprised at how much I've spent on doing just one of these. I honestly expected to get both of them finished this stream. How did this take me this long? Alright, but it's starting to look like it might take two streams. Especially because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know, kind of hungry. And as we all know, when I'm a little bit peckish, that's when the stream ends. Oh, excuse me. And this is where we keep all our random workbenches. Enjoy! And a power armor, of course, because everybody has power armor now. I was gonna say, no, this doesn't make any sense, but then I was like, actually, I have a couple of characters who wear power armor, and it seems like literally everybody in the Commonwealth has it anyway, so, you know what, fine, there's a power armor workbench here now. See what you've made me do, Bethesda? Alright, this actually doesn't look out of place at all. Because, you know, even if the player came in and was like, oh, what's that? And didn't know it was a power armor thing, it could very easily be something that's for working on junk and bullshit for the boat. Of course, the player does know what it is, and they'll be like, why is there a power armor workbench here? And the answer is, it helps with the garage aesthetic, and there are actually characters who have power armor. And they would come here to get it sort of maintained and tuned up and things. Okay, what else do I want? Why are there so many cooking things? I want one of the normal armor workbenches, but I don't see them. Oh, there it is. I think I might put a couple of these in. Because these also look like things that might just be in the place where you're building shit and putting it all together. Which is nice. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this. This doesn't look right. I'm gonna put in one of these in. I don't know why I thought a chemistry station was a good idea. I really don't. That's where they mix the fuel for the boats. No, it isn't. Fuck off. Alright. I think that's kind of it for the basic layout for this one. Because I think honestly, like the rest of the shit I want to put in is like most definitely random pieces of junk. I want to put like an engine block over here. I want to have like a load of bullshit over there. I think that'll be fine. I think this is fine for now. But as with all my interiors, when I go and look at it in game, I'm almost certainly going to be like, wow, there's fucking nothing in here, and then I'll come back and put a lot more shit in. So we did half. This one, I think this one's actually going to be a warehouse, which is, you know, wow, crazy. Good, zoom in too far for me, Creation Kit. Do it, I love it. I don't hate it. So yeah, I think we'll actually make this into a warehouse, a normal warehouse. But that will be apparently next stream, because I'm hungry and I've streamed for about an hour, which is how much I like to do. But you know, tomorrow we'll put in the shelves and things for the other warehouse, and then we're on to the decoration phase. Finally, my God, I thought the day would never come, but you know, unless everybody's nuked tomorrow or something, I guess we're good. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope that if you did enjoy watching, you will come back and watch some more. Catch some of the streams. My streaming schedule is Monday to Monday? What? It's not Monday. I don't stream on Mondays. My streaming schedule is Thursday to Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are dames. Or dames. They're dames. They're important women. No, are days that I do not stream. It's all falling to shit now. Good. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. So, thanks again for watching. I have a Twitter account where 15 minutes before the stream goes live, I will tweet. I'll say something like, oh my god, I'm still building interiors, somebody kill me. And I also have a YouTube channel where I upload a video 15 minutes before I go live that says something like, I'm gonna stream in 15 minutes and it's more interiors, please kill me. So, yeah, thank you all again for watching. You know, 3 thanks I think is probably enough. And have a fantastic day. Or night. Or, well, that's really it, isn't it? It's day or night. I don't have any in betweens.